people give me a lot of shit for some of the goons that we make fun of here on the show. The people from the internet that we like to mock. Because a lot of people say, Jesse, aren't you just kind of picking on retarded people? Yeah. So tonight on the show, we're going to talk about Wild Man Chris again. It turns out he's been trying to get on Dr. Phil, and it has not been working out for him at all. Let's go bully the internet. This is Pod Awful.
Pod Awful sucks.
God, he's still doing this?
Oh, whoops, sorry, I forgot the stinger at the end. There's always a stinger at the end of Joe Von Schrang's videos.
No, Dr. Phil, is this the catfish?
There you go. Is this the real Dr. Phil, or is this a catfish? And that is all what tonight's show is about. So for those who don't already know our goon, Wild Man Chris, his whole thing is he is AU gold out the wazoo. I mean, this is a guy who definitely probably had autism to begin with. And then on top of that, he had a stroke. And he is...
No, I had Asperger's. Not autism. Asperger's.
He's obsessed. One, he's a rapper. He's from North Carolina. He's a rapper. And he's obsessed with his arms getting longer. He thinks that he cannot be happy until he stops having the effects of his stroke, which cause him to have slurred speech and stammering, and until his arms are made longer, until he's made to look younger. He's also obsessed with the fact that he is a 45-year-old man, and he so desperately wants to look 20-something again. And he thinks...
Yeah, look at me. So unhot, unsexy. I refuse to wear the label of plain and average. You're either hot or you're not. Look at my balding hair. Look at how old I look. I don't look 20, I'm old. Look at how short my arms are. That pisses me off! You damn right it does. Life is not worth living like this.
He thinks that if anybody could help him, it would be Dr. Phil. And I don't disagree with him. I think he should get help from Dr. Phil. Here he is in one of his latest videos. It's called Dr. Phil Producer TREY Bullied Me, Spit in My Face on the Phone, which I'm not sure how that's possible, and hung up on me. That is some new fucking technology if you can now spit on people through the phone, and I need to get that technology. Let's take a look at this. He's laying on his bed.
Okay, I'm angry enough right now. I need answers. I thought I was so close to getting on the Dr. Phil show. Producer calls me. Leaves a message. I call him back. He said he's gonna give me an email. Yeah, his name is TREY. He's gonna send me an email. He wants me to email him back with 10 reasons why I think I should be on the show. I have to call him twice because I never get the fucking email. How come people these days are too inconfident to send us...
I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what goes on in the Pod After show that you've missed. This was from last week, last Sunday, and this is me calling President Christopher, a.k.a. Wildman Chris, and I got his mom on the phone, and I was trying to get him to talk to Dr. Phil. This is what happened. Remember, this is bonus content. You got to pay for this normally. Podawful.pizza.
Voice didn't sound fatter.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Christopher?
He's not here. May I take a message?
Yes. My name is Phil McGraw. I'm actually returning his call. He'd actually spoken to one of my producers, TREY. I don't know if you're familiar.
I knew he had, but I don't know if what.
Well, I'm trying to get him personally. Apparently, my producer, he's a new guy. I feel terrible for the way he treated Christopher, and I'm just trying to make it up to him. I'd like to personally talk to him about, a potential appearance and apologize for the rude behavior of my employee.
Okay, you'd probably have to reach him tomorrow. I'm not sure when he'll be back.
Where is he right now?
He's out and about.
Oh, out and about. Does he have a personal number or somewhere easier to reach him?
I don't know if he took his phone. Half the time he doesn't even take it. This is the very best number.
This is the very best? Okay, because I only had the one number from my producer, so I just wanted to be sure. If you could just give me, anything, because I got to make this happen as soon as possible. I know the boy, he's, pretty upset with us over this, and I really do want to make it up to him.
I just don't know what to tell you, he's just out and about.
Right. Does he have a mobile number?
I just do not give people's phone numbers out.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
Something I just don't
Man,
do.
you don't have to tell me twice. I don't. I'd be the same if I was you. You don't know me from a hole in the ground with a skunk in it. Trust me. So.
But you said your name is Phil McGraw, but you sure don't sound like Dr. McGraw.
Oh! One in the same. Do you watch my show?
I do, but you don't sound anything like him.
Maybe it's the phone or something. I mean, you're talking to him. One and the same.
Well,
This was in 2018. The most unhappy year ever of my life.
Are you out there? Where are you? North Carolina?
yes.
I apologize. It just occurred to me with the time difference. I'm calling you so late. I want to apologize to you.
Alright, that's a little sneak preview there. In fact, I gave you a little too much, to be quite honest. So that's the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Join that. You can see all of our back catalog of Pod After shows. We got an entire archive from years worth. It's hours and hours and hours of bonus content. And for that section, it's only $6, but you can join for as little as $1, okay? So if you're an adult, you can join the Pizza Fund. Try to give Wildman Chris a phone call here. We are calling this time from Dr. Phil's production offices. Somehow I managed to get the phone number and the phone line to Dr. Phil's production offices. And let me try a couple things here before we call. We're probably just going to end up getting his mom again because it's time for him to go wander the streets. Here we go. Hi there, my name's Terry. I'm calling for Dr. Phil. And then, alright, that's Terry, Dr. Phil's assistant. It's always a gay guy. It's perfect. You never question a gay guy. Now, I've also got to work on my Dr. Phil in case we get Chris on the line. I'm not going to do Dr. Phil to the mom again. She won't fall for it twice. Here we go.
Hey there, Chris. I'm Dr. Phil McGraw. I want to apologize for my assistant Trey. I think he treated you like a pie in a cow pasture.
Alright, good enough. Okay, let's give him a call. Hi there, I'm Terry. Hey, this is Terry, Dr. Phil's.
I did actually get contacted by the real Dr. Phil show. That he asked me to give him 10 reasons why I should be on the show. He said he'd provide me with an email. And he never provided me with an email. And when I called him back, he said, "Look, we got your story. We'll call you if we want to talk to you." And then later I called them again and they said, "Well, we're sorry, we're not doing a show on your story right now, but we got your information if we ever do." Dr. Phil, suck my dick.
Phil's assistant. I'm trying to reach Christopher. Hi.
Hello?
Hi there, my name is Terry, Dr. Phil McGraw's assistant. I'm trying to reach Christopher.
Oh, he's not here. He's just out and about.
I understand.
Riding his bike. Can I take a message?
We could leave another message for him. We've been trying to reach him all week and not having much success. He's been leaving voicemails and we've been playing a little bit of phone tag.
Okay.
As I'm sure you know.
No, I haven't really talked to him about it.
Oh, okay.
In about a week or so. So I didn't know you were still talking with him.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, he's left a few messages and gotten to some of our production assistants. I'm Dr. Phil's personal assistant. My name is Terry. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you spoke to Dr. Phil maybe a few days ago or something.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm thinking it was last week, but
Maybe it was a week
I
ago
don't
now.
know.
It's hard to keep up,
Time
but
got away from me.
of course, schedules are rough like that. Well, okay, so we could leave another message for him. I fear it's going to probably upset him a little bit, not to get us right back. So I just want to leave this message with you, just so he knows. I think last time when you spoke to Dr. Phil, he said that he would maybe make a call the next day, and unfortunately, he didn't have the time.
Okay.
With our busy production schedule, he's taping the show during the day, and there's a bit of a time difference between you and I. So
Oh, sure.
you already know. So with that said, I can't promise you that if there's going to be time for him to call tomorrow or anything like that. But I don't want Chris to be upset about that, because he left a few voicemails on our voicemail line and on our production line that made it pretty clear he was fairly upset about the whole thing.
Okay, I haven't really talked to him about it, so
I understand.
I wasn't really aware he was. The last I just heard, I thought my sister told me. He told her that his calls had been blocked or something. So I thought maybe he was calling too much.
He was calling quite a bit, but we did not. In fact, I don't think we even have the capability at the production office to block his calls. But we are trying to fast track him to a future episode, maybe coming up in the next month or so. So we are interested in having him on. It's just we need a little bit of patience, just so that our wires aren't crossing here too much.
Okay.
Have you spoken to him at all? You said you haven't really talked to him much, but I mean, have you spoken to him at all about his major bouts with suicidal depression and his threats towards, going out into the hood and getting shot, and sort of referencing going out and shooting lots of people?
No, Christopher probably keeps a lot of that from me, so he won't worry me. I'm his mom.
Right.
And I do know I have talked to him about the suicidal threats, and then he assures me he won't, but it always does worry me in the back of my mind that if someone makes a threat,
of course,
that it might be a real threat.
Well, we're
and
currently...
as far as shooting a lot of people, never have I heard him say that, so I'm a bit shocked. I know he goes to the hood and at night, and he might be there tonight, and he broadcast on You Now.
Yes. Well, he sent us some of that information for his packet, and that's where we saw some of this. And it seems to be, I think, that's why I wanted to talk to you about it a little bit. I just think that, I kind of think that maybe it's a bit of an empty threat for the suicidal thing. I don't think there's much for you to worry about, but I just wanted to see what your thoughts are on that. It seems like maybe you're on the same page there.
I'm hoping that's true.
Well, we are as well, of course.
I've tried to, get him help before, but, he's on Medicaid, and social services here, I don't think they were doing a lot for him.
Is he on medication?
He quit going there, so... he has Asperger's. Did you know that?
I did,
Asperger's
yes.
syndrome.
We were aware of that, yes. And is he on medication?
Nothing for that. I think he takes something to sleep, and just like high blood pressure. He has several things he takes, but not for anger or anything like that.
Okay, understood. Yeah,
he's got a lot of problems. Just a lot of problems. A lot of. It makes me very sad. I don't know, how much he can help or not. Like I think he's got some OCD, which has been diagnosed, and some anger issues. And
yes.
With the Asperger's, so he's got. A lot going on. That's why I do worry a lot about him, because he's just got a lot going on. And, I'm not able to figure it out.
Right, of course. Well,
And
and this is,
basically, I want y'all to know, basically, that he's got a very good heart.
of course, no. Well, that's what we see, and I want to reassure you that when he calls, he actually is very respectful with us for the most part. Some of his voicemails, he was getting a little frustrated, and I can understand that. But for the most part, he's very respectful, and I think it's mostly for show. I think it's mostly just with his very understandable frustrations with the hardships in his own life, which I understand. I will say this, and look, I'm no Dr. Phil. I mean, I'm just his assistant. But a lot of this is channeled through me to him. I pick up on a lot of these things, and one thing that we see a lot nowadays is a sort of change in people thanks to this social media. And the You Now thing you were talking about, these YouTube videos, the Twitters, all that kind of stuff. That stuff, it's really changing a generation of people and it's, everybody thinks that they need to be the next star. And so that's one thing we have to watch out for when we are looking for new people on the show. We have to make sure they're not just coming on to try to seek fame. You understand?
I certainly do.
You might have seen I'm not sure if you're familiar with this at all, if you watched the show or anything, but we had was it even last year? I can't even remember how long ago it was at this point, but around a year ago or so, we had a girl on, and she kind of blew up all around the internet from her clip on our show. She's called the Cash Me Outside girl. Because
It's that one.
Yes, and
I do watch the show, but I don't remember that.
She was like a 14-year-old girl, and she was getting very mouthy, and she was going like, "Cash me outside, how about that? Cash me outside," and it became this big internet meme. And as a result of that, we've had a bunch of fame seekers trying to come on the show, thinking they'll be the next one because she got a several $1 million record deal out of it.
Wow.
And I understand that Chris is interested in a rap career and things like that, so that's why we're just double checking, we're double checking, we're triple checking, we're crossing all our T's and dotting all our I's on this one, just to make sure that he's really seeking the help he needs and not just looking for the fame.
Well, I remember him asking me a long time ago to write to Dr. Phil.
Right.
And I was most concerned with all the health and mental problems Chris has.
Of course.
I never did actually, I actually wrote something, but I never actually sent it. But this has been years, I think, that Chris would have liked to know. I'm sure he would love to make it in rap. I'm sure he would. I don't see it, but I don't think that's the reason. I think his is more of a health reason, and he just sees himself, I think, falling apart. I don't know.
I think so. Do you ever discuss any of this with him, or even when he was younger? I mean, was there anything ever done for any of his issues?
I've tried so many things.
Well, one thing I noticed particularly, I'm sorry to interrupt, but one thing he seems to, and I'm not sure what we can do for this. There's some of the things he's asking for we could set up, but this one in particular seems to be his main focus, and I'm not really sure what we would do for this, but we will talk with Dr. Phil about it and his connections. He seems very concerned about the length of his forearms.
Yeah. I don't, I have talked to him about that.
Okay.
And it's just something that I think this might have been diagnosed from his Medicaid, more like a body dysmorphic kind of thing. I guess he just thinks he's horrible looking, and one of the things is just he thinks his arms are just so short.
Are his arms shorter than your app?
Damn right they are. That pisses me off. Makes me want to not live. It makes me want to not live anymore.
Average arm?
I don't think so.
They're just regular arms.
I really don't.
average arm?
He thinks his arms are just so short.
Are his arms shorter than your average arm?
I don't think so.
They're just regular
I
arms.
really don't.
How tall is he?
I honestly don't think so. I had never ever noticed that.
How tall is Christopher?
He's 6 feet.
6 feet tall. He seems like a big fella, and it seems like his arms are proportional to his body. He doesn't look like a...
Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. If guys have longer arms and legs than females, why in the hell is it the eyes of guys 6 feet tall? My arms are shorter. My forearms are shorter than girls who are 5'9", 5'10". That's abnormal. That fucking pisses me off. That makes me so angry. The average 5'9" guy is gonna have long forearms than the average 6'2" tall woman. It's the reverse with me. And look how old I look. Look how unhot and unsexy I am. If I knew I'd go to heaven when I died, I'd fucking kill myself. If I had to live like this. Short forearms, unsexy, old. If I knew Jesus had forgiven me all my sins and of renouncing Him, I would kill myself tonight.
like a little raptor man or anything like that.
No, he honestly doesn't. That's why I'm saying I don't think he sees himself as he really is. I think he sees short arms.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a beta male. I'm not an alpha male. I got the arms of a beta male. The alpha male has the long arms. I just want the sexual satisfaction of my forearms being longer than the alpha females, who are tall, good looking. So that one part of my body can be superior to these hot women, sexy, good looking, hot females. So that no matter how hateful they are to me, there's something about me that's bigger and better than theirs. Give me long arms or give me death. Do you understand me?
And that has always bothered him for years.
I am writing this down because that's going to be good information for Dr. Phil, because if it was an actual physical deformity, I don't think there's anything we could have done about that. But body dysmorphia is a specialty of Dr. Phil's. He knows quite a bit about this. He's dealt with it quite a bit on the show, as I'm sure you've seen. And we have quite a few experts in that are available to us as well. So that is excellent to hear. Now, again, you can pass along this information. I'd rather not have to play the phone tag game with him because I know it's upsetting for him. And knowing with the Asperger's, knowing with the obsessive compulsive, that probably instigates that quite a bit more within him. So is there any other way we could reach him?
Yep. Not only did I get fucked over by this impersonator, I also got shit on and fucked over by the real Dr. Phil show. Yeah, his assistant calling me and kicking me to the curb like that because I can't make him money.
He never answers his cell phone. I don't even know if he turns it on. I can give you the number.
You can give us the number.
I don't know. I could give you the cell phone number.
Okay, give me 1 second so I can grab something to write that down. Okay. All right, hang on just 1 second.
And Dr. Phil, suck my dick, you hypocrite. You don't want to bring people on to make them famous? Oh, wait a minute. The impersonator said that. Dr. Phil didn't say that. What about Tamara XOXO? And shit! What about Tamara XOXXO? And her weird story that coming on your show made her famous. What about you trying to get Eugenia Cooney to come on your show, but she said hell no. What about Sexy Vegan? You brought him onto the show, and then your alligator, crocodile tears. Oh, I'm sorry to the audience for his cussing. You're not sorry. That made for good footage for ads to buy time, commercial ads on your show, so you can get money. So you and your wife can go out on vacations to Vegas. You don't give a shit about human beings, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, suck my dick. You bald, old, pompous, know-it-all hypocrite. You don't know shit, pompous jackass. And you dancing in the streets like a little kid. Dr. Phil, you're not young anymore. Quit trying to act like a young little kid. Young college kid listening to that filthy, vile, cursing rap music. Well, you're supposed to set an example for the rest of us. But you're a bitch. Bitch. Suck my dick. No, keep your filthy lips off my clean dick. I don't want your age. Go suck your own dick. Or go to a whorehouse and suck another dick. You bald fucking motherfucker.
Okay, if you are ready, then I am ready.
Oh, I hear somebody saying, Chris, you'll never get on the show talking to him about that. I was never going to get on the show in the first place. So, since I was never going to get on the show, Dr. Phil, suck my dick. No, Dr. Phil, suck your own dick. You hypocrite. If I was a good-looking guy, you have truly insulted me, Dr. Phil. I take great offense. The reason you did not bring me onto the show, because your female staff does not think I'm a good-looking guy. You know I'm just a plain and average guy, not good-looking. You know I can't rap. I'm a beta male. I can't rap. So you know if I came on your show, you would not be able to get sponsors to buy ads on your show. It'd be a waste of money. You don't give a shit about my psychological condition, about my soul. Dr. Phil, let me tell you something, Dr. Phil. You are gonna burn in hell forever and ever, you hypocrite, with the hypocrites. And I don't feel sorry for you. Ha ha ha. It's gonna get hot down there, you son of a bitch. And when you're in hell, don't ask me for a cup of water. 'Cause I wouldn't give it to you if I could. Yes?
You have a phone?
Yes, I do. I know I put it out there, I think.
No, it's missing. You sure?
I'm sure.
I can't find
Thank you.
it. I can't find it.
Okay. I'll be out in a minute.
There's one.
Cool. Yeah. In closing, Dr. Phil, you are a hypocrite. I'll say it again just because I like the way it sounds. Dr. Phil, suck my dick. Dr. Phil, suck my No, suck a dick. You foul, filthy, unclean demon, Dr. Phil. You and that morbidly obese Oprah Winfrey. She's going to be in hell with you, Dr. Phil. You are not born again, Dr. Phil. You're not saved. You do not know Jesus. You've not been forgiven of your sins. So, Dr. Phil, I don't care. I don't give a shit how much good you do. Dr. Phil, you are not going to go through those pearly gates. You son of a bitch.